You got it. You got it. No way. That was epic. Side casted him. Oh, it's a big one. No way. That's epic. Oh, that's a horse. Well, it's finally here. Spring is finally here. We have had a taste of spring for the first week or two prior to spring starting. You know, the last couple of weeks of winter, it's been actually quite warm. And I'm up one of these creeks now, and it's open season, so we can go for whatever we want. Not sure exactly what's up here, and I've actually found this spot on Google Maps a little while ago. So in the winter period, the cooler months, that's where I tend to do a lot of research on spots, and then when comes spring, summer, I can just go and have a look. So we're just gonna see how we go. I've got the little light BFS set up. I've got another rod in the car, but I think one rod will probably do the trick. Some plastics, top water, crankbaits, all that sort of stuff. See how we go. Only got a few hours out here. It's beautiful, it's quiet, and enough chatting. Let's get to the spot. Right, we found the water. Doesn't look like there's too much flow in this little stretch here, so we might head up a bit further where on Google Maps it looks like it opens up. So we'll just see how we go, kind of stay close to the bank and see what we can find. It's all flattened area in here, probably where pigs and stuff live. Yeah, I can see plenty of pellets and stuff like that. That looks like pig poop. Trust the vet student. Probably got it wrong. I can see the other pool up ahead. It's really open. Oh, there was something in there. Just spooked it. There's something living in these pools, which is good, but spooked them all in this one, so we'll keep moving, eh? Spotted another pool. Just how am I going to get down to it? That's the main thing. This is exactly what I saw on Google Maps. Just got a little Kitech, 3-inch Kitech, and I've just got an underspin there with a Colorado blade. Looks really, really good. Water's relatively clear, so probably don't necessarily need it, but just gives a little bit more flash. And we'll just see if we can make it happen. Sounds like thunder. Yep, straight away. No way. Yep. Oh, that was like second cast. Get him out. Get him out. Oh, he's wrecking me. Yes. How good's that? Oh, that didn't take long at all. Second cast. He's not massive, but he absolutely wrecked me. Absolutely wrecked me. How good's that? Oh, that is so sick. Don't have a net, so I'll just keep him here, drag him in here. Yes. How good's that? That was second cast in this pool. Epic. That is so sick. It's actually pretty humid up here at the moment, and I can see the lens is fogging up and stuff like that. That did not take too long at all, so that kind of concludes that theory. There's fish up here. Beautiful little wild fish. Nothing too crazy, not huge or anything like that, but that's so sick. Early season on that little Kitech little paddle tail. It just goes to show, just do your little research, have a look on Google Maps, and just kind of push and push and push. That's really, really cool. Alright, because he's a wild fish as well, I'll put a tag in him, and then yeah, we'll send him on his way. So sick. There we go. Got his little bling there. Send him on his way. See you, mate. It's out of here. That confirms whether there's fish in here. And on that little Kitech paddle tail there, literally like second cast in this pool. So that's really, really cool. Pluck a couple more casts around here and see if there's anything else. You can't even see this little spot on Google Maps, eh? It's like just a little line of green. So doing the research and then finally coming here and exploring it makes it all worth it. Yep, there's another one. No way. Oh, he's bricked me. Get out of there. Oh no. There's another one. He's bricked me though. Give him some slack and see if he'll come out. No way. Gone. Far out. There's a few in here. Have to retie now. Damn it. Damn, you had me straight away, and that's like 20-pound leader, eh? Crazy. Crazy. Alright, so just re-rigged. Yeah, I got the same lure on, but I don't have any of the Colorado blades anymore, so now it's a willow blade, so not as confident in the willow blade. I never really used them before, but can't see why they won't work. Still looks really good. Just put a little bit of scent on. Yeah, look at the little bait. I don't know if you can see it with the glare and stuff, but there's so much little bait getting in around here. Alright, we'll keep pushing up the further. I feel like I can get to the bank on this side here. It looks relatively open, like it's not clear as day, but it looks like there's a few little spots that I can pop out of. And then I'll fish that into the pool, and it looks like there's even more further up, so really, really cool. Gotta look out for snakes in around here, so just be careful, take your snake gear, all that sort of stuff, but it looks like it's a pig track, so I assume that things come through here. You can see all these broken logs and fallen down timber and stuff. I assume pigs use this area as a resting place or something like that. My cast through there, so I might just pluck a few down here. I basically was just down there before, walking up through here, and I got cast up to about here, so it's always worth just peppering just a bit further than your cast. Looks really, really deep actually. Really easy technique with the paddle tail and a little blade underneath it, sort of like a spinnerbait or chatterbait. So basically just cast it out and let it sink to the depth that you want to fish it, and then just a slow roll back. That's what I got the 2 hits before. And it's got a weedless hook on it, so it's relatively snagless. Yep. Oh, on the drop. He's right in that snag. How good. Get up. Nope. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, he's carving up. Didn't even have to work that one. Oh, how sick. How good is that? That is epic. 1, 2, 3. How good. Yes. It's a bit of a better one too. Alright, we'll be quick with the camera and everything and then send him on his way. How good. Alright, number 2 in this pool. And in the similar spot to where I got busted before, so beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff on that little Kitech shiner. Got some thunder rolling through, so we're probably going to get a bit wet here, so good thing I brought the wet weather gear. So that's a nice one, probably a little bit bigger, so maybe mid-30s, something like that. Really, really cool. Early season. Alright, we'll chuck a tag in him, send him on his way. Only a little tacker, but hey, such a cool little fish. Get out of here. Oh, Got hit. Just got freaking hit. Yeah, I could probably make do with this. Just leave all my gear up here just in case I go in the drink. Oh, got hit on the way down, just like that last one. Yep, epic. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, how am I going to land him? Oh, yikes, 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 yikes. Oh, that's a good one. Balancing on this log here. Oh God, that's a good fish. How am I going to get him out? Oh, yes. How good's that? Number 3. Well, about to eat it. Yes. Oh, that's a good fish too. That's a good one. Look at that. Chunky fish. Yes. Oh, so sick. Alright, gotta be quick with this one. There's a storm about to come through. There we go. Beautiful wild fish on that Kitech little lure there with a little underspin on it. It's working really, really well today. Storm's about to just come over. It's gotten real dark, so we'll be super quick with this one. He kind of made a high jump from the top, and we'll head down to the bank. I'll put a quick tag in him and then yeah, send him on his way. So sick. I'm so stoked. So cool. Alright, there's your fish. Got his tag in him. There's not really a good spot for me to throw him back in, so I'm just gonna have to send him as deep as I can out that way. Alright, see you, mate. Let me off. Asking for a death certificate today. Jesus. Oh, no way. Yes. Oh, that's a good one. Oh. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, no. Where is he? Oh, wow. Oh. Where is he? Is he still on? Yeah, he's still on there. That's a good one. Oh, my God. This is craziness. It's literally thunder just above me. I've got to get this fish in real quick. Oh my God. My goodness. Yes. That's a good one. That's the best for the day for sure. How good's that? How good. This is awesome. This is really cool. Getting a few now. Number 4. Chunky, so healthy too. You can tell these are wild fish, that's for sure. They've moved up the system. Yes. How good's that? A little Kitech easy shiner. Like that. Beautiful fish. He's got his bling up there, his tag. It's not a really graceful release, so I'm just gonna have to send it. Yep, there he goes. Sorry mate, I wish I could have been a bit more delicate, but it's a big steep drop and I wasn't expecting to get a fish. He was just off that snag just over there. Plenty of structure up here, but I've just got to be really careful because I don't know if you can hear that in the background. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's kind of off to my back, so I think it's passing through me just late now, so we'll just see how we go. We might just keep pushing up and then yeah, see how we go. So sick. So already there's a couple of no-nos that I would say that you probably shouldn't do that I've already done in this video. One, that, fishing in that, so I would probably should pack home and go home, but I'm about maybe an hour or two away from the car, walk that is, so I might as well just stick it out and just see if it passes. I'm going to try and get some signal, see how it goes. And then the other thing as well is wearing waders like these. So waders are great, you know, you're not going to get wet or anything like that, but in terms of it being snake proof and stuff like that, a snake could easily get through these boots. So I have got some snake gaiters on the way. They were meant to arrive this morning, but it's been delayed by a couple of days online, so that's really good. So I planned this already, and then I just was like, right, I'm just going to send it. So I've just been extra careful, and I'm just being through these sort of areas where the pigs have been, so it's all flattened and stuff. Just be careful. I've got my snakes first aid kit in here as well, so that's definitely something that you should have: some food, water, all that sort of stuff, just the basics, guys, if you're going to do this, because even though it's actually quite cool at the moment, it can get hot really quick, and you don't want to be stuck out here dehydrated or anything like that. You definitely want to make the most of it and try and get into some of these sort of fish that don't see lures too often. Seems like the thunder's kind of going over my shoulder here, so I will re-rig the lures, and then hopefully it kind of passes and goes over us. Okay. Yep. That's God telling me not to go fishing anymore. Jesus, that's loud as heck. And it's just started to rain and stuff. I've still got so much more to explore, so I might come back another day or something like that. See how I go. Damn. Alright, so I made the decision to head back to the car. It wasn't as far as I thought that I went for those fish, so I ended up getting a quick trip back, and now it's coming down peeps, so I'm glad that I kind of ducked to the car. And it's not worth it, to be honest, fishing in the thunderstorms and stuff like that. Like, yes, the fish might turn on the bite or whatever, but yeah, it's not worth getting electrocuted for. I know it's very slim, but yeah, it's the thought in the back of your head, you know, that having that sort of thought in the back of your head that you could potentially get electrocuted because you're basically holding an electrifying rod. Don't risk it, guys, if you're not comfortable with it. Probably would have been okay, but I'm just gonna, you know, cut my losses. I'm already pushing it with the snake protection, so we're just gonna sit in here. I've got a little bit of reception here, so I'm gonna try and get up the bomb weather map. If it's gonna hang around, then I might just duck out of here. If not, we might just keep pushing up the creek, head back, and yeah, see what we can do. All right. Alright, some more water. Completely different colour. The stretch that I was fishing before. I don't know if you can see it, there's a fish right there on the surface. You got it! You got it! No way! That was epic! So I casted him. Oh, it's a big one! No way! That's epic! Oh, that's a horse! Holy crap! I sight casted him! Holy shizer! Oh my god! Oh! What? 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 No way! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm not getting the big camera out because it's raining and stuff. I saw this fish. I saw him. He come out. He was just sitting just below the surface. That's an absolute pig of a fish. Oh my god. The thunder's just here and there. It's kind of off in the distance now, but he was just sitting on the surface, just below it. Oh my god. That's a pig. That is an absolute pig. That's got to be close to a 50. I don't have my measuring tape with me, but I'll measure him on the ruler, on the rod. Okay, he's up to the sign up here, SZG. Oh my god, if it's not a 50, it's a high 40s. That's an absolute animal. Bleeding a little bit out of that tag spot, but he'll be okay. Once he gets in the water, it'll kind of anticoagulate, but oh my god. That's a stud and a half. It's a big fish. Big fish. He's out of here. Hope you got that on that camera there, that angle there. My god. Sight casting bass. Unbelievable day today. Unbelievable. Alright, done some real skinny stretches of water through here. So I've just changed up. I've just gone to a little crankbait here. So that's the cranker crank. And just gonna see if there's anything in these little tiny pools. Not as confident as the big pools, but you never know until you pop a lure through. There's a bass right there, I can see him. There's a bass right here in this tiny little pool. He doesn't look too good though. If I catch him, I'll move him. Not interested, that bass. Looks like he's got a blind eye. Poor guy. Now I'm waiting with him. Look, he's right in there. You see him? Sitting there. I'll let you be, mate. Just seen a school of brim in this really skinny shallow stuff, so we must be getting pretty close to the brackish water, maybe getting some fish. We might be coming up with the tidal influence or the rain. Just need to find a spot to get a cast in. It's pretty easy going actually, it's not too bad. Definitely the pigs made it easier for the trek, that's for sure. Nice and open. You can tell there's all the ruts in the ground and poo everywhere and stuff. Looks like there's a big pool coming up, so we'll try and get in there. Oh, hit from something. Brim, I think. Yep. Whoa! There he is. Epic stuff. And the real skinny stuff on the crankbait. Yes! Victorious. Hanging with the brims. Not a big one, but I'm probably waiting for the tides or the rains and to move up into that other zones with his mates that we caught earlier. So I won't get the big camera out for him just because you get the picture. You know what a bass looks like now. Little crankbait doing the job again. There we go. Beautiful little fish. Looking really good. Got his bling there. His little tag. See you later, mate. It's out of here. So sick. Alrighty guys, we've made it back to the car, and believe it or not, I've only been going for maybe 3 hours or so nothing crazy. So really good little session, better than my one fish that I usually catch, and now that spring's here, I'm super excited to do a lot more similar stuff like this, exploring little creeks and stuff like that with my BFS gear. And that's the whole idea and the whole reason I got the BFS gear. It made such a big difference in terms of accuracy and being able to pull those fish out. With a spin gear, yes you can, that sort of thing as well, but I find that the nicer, shorter rod and a little accurate made it really good. So you'll see a lot more of that, and hopefully some more little creek bashing stuff, maybe some different species as well. Red dogs, Who knows? We'll see what we can find, but I'm really stoked that spring's finally here. The jack fishing won't be too far away, so I know that I'm vlogging the bass fishing at the moment, so I do apologize, but I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a comment down below, and any other ideas or options or things you want me to do, potentially doing it with the fly. It's going to be a bit crazy in that sort of really tight country, but I'm really open to options, and I'm really enjoying exploring these little tiny creeks. Really appreciate it, guys, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks.